Tonight on X-Play.
Can't you play harder?
Tao Feng and the ancient art of ripping people limb from limb. Bringing the heat in this year's MLB Slugfest. And a do-it-yourself commando course, courtesy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Stick around. It's game time. Now, with a brand new format of the same wax hair, here's Adam Sessler.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Disembodied Voice.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and you're welcome to Extended Play. We're gaming.
Adam, that's X-Play.
Got it. X-Play, X-Play, X-Play. We're going to purge that Extended Play. Long live the X-Play. Shorter, powerful, perky, a little bit cute, little X-Play. Now get this. Instead of shooting the show from the Metron Gaming Arcade, we are here in an actual studio. This is like a real TV show with a full production crew. That means we're coming up in the world. Now, I'm not saying we didn't have any crew on that old show, but kind of multitask. I think we have a tape here. All right, 1, 2. Hello and welcome to Extended Play. I'm Adam Sessler. No, cut. All right. Hello and welcome to Extended Play. I'm Adam Sessler. Grand Theft Auto is really popular. It's just so quaint now. Well, another thing we're going to be able to do here on Extended Play. X-Play. I'm just excited to be in the studio. I mean, you need to look at this place. We have top-notch professionals here. And I'm told we have the top-notch TV equipment. Over there, there's a guy with a swinging camera. And then over there, that's the guy with the holding camera. We have word scrolling, and we have Morgan Webb. Right here, Morgan Webb, playing games, hanging out. Why are you here?
They didn't tell you they hired me for the new show?
No, why'd they do that?
There was a meeting.
God, it's good to be up here on Extended Play.
Adam?
Yeah, I know, it's X-Play. Well, we've got the new name, we've got the new set, we have Morgan Webb. And that means it's still the place to get dope on Games and Gamers.
Every night, we're going to bring it on with previews, cheats, the stories behind the games, and of course, the backbone of the show, reviews.
Yeah, now, speaking of backbone, it's very appropriate for our first review of our first show here of X-Play. Now, it's obviously back when we were a kid, I used to love to rip the spine out of people and snap it over the thigh, and that would have been the Mortal Kombat.
The immortal Mortal Kombat. That game almost flunked me out of college.
Yes, and my grades flunked me out of college. But anyway, that's the old days. The co-creator of the original Mortal Kombat is back with a new game. It's called Tao Feng. This is the Lotus. Now, of course, the question is it as gory, and especially is it as good as the classic? Take a look.
Can't you play harder?
Ooh, it's like she's coming on to me. Whatever, Tao Feng. Sounds kind of like Chow Fun, which reminds me of Wang Chung, and makes me want a Qing Dao. Enough word association. Back to the fighting. As you can see, through death button pressing, you can kick, punch, and, as here, show a shocking lack of regard for the principles of gravity. Problem is, it just doesn't seem to work all that well. Like Beef Gone Bad, the game is truly jerky. Modern fighting games should be a whole lot more fluid than this. Tao Feng seems to be mired in a visual hiccup fit. Many players will have a better shot at mastering the sitar than the rhythm of this game. Exactly. Okay, the game does try out some nifty ideas. That's not one of them. I love the idea that arms and legs can break through excessive blocking.
Limb damage alert.
Or by being hurled into a museum display case.
Limb damage alert.
Except, I want to see that damaged limb dangling loose like pathetic, limp nah. All in all, Tao Feng's kind of sloppy, like Chow Fun. It should come as no surprise that the game plays a bit like Mortal Kombat. For many, that means the fighting styles are bizarre and unrealistic and stem from some metalhead's power fantasy rather than actual bone-breaking martial arts. That means you can pull off cheap moves like this. Trust me, your friends won't like it. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Ow! Now, don't expect much from the story unless you love Mortal Kombat movies. You must collect shards of a powerful thingy.
See how broke each object into 6 pieces.
How about unbreakable magic crap for once? All in all, Tao Feng just feels dated. Like Wang Chung. Visually, though, the game's right up to date. Look, nifty shadows. Hello, broken floor. One nice aspect is that the characters actually show wear and tear. Nasty bruises. Ripped clothing. Now, don't plan to get too titillated with these girls.
Bet you've never partied with a real dragon.
Or mine, for that matter. While the game has a high Betty count, it's not like DOA 3's nice-looking girls who made bad life choices. Here, they look like they stepped off a Grace Jones album cover. And were denied entry to a club.
I'm gonna eat you alive.
Of course, you pop a couple of Qingdaos, and everything can look better. Hello there. To conclude, for those waiting for the next Xbox Fight Classic, Tao Feng is a functional fighter that will appeal to old-school fanatics of the Xiao Feng Wang Chong Qingdao variety. Everyone else, keep holding your breath. The game is an app floor routine. Get a 3 out of 5. Yep, they spent, 3 years working on that game, and we reduced it to, Chinese takeout and crappy 80s music in about 3 minutes. We're going to make friends here on X-Play.
Okay, what happens if you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan like I am?
Well, no, the game is made only for the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans. That's what the problem is. So, if you're really interested, go rent it. Check it out that way.
Cool.
Well, get comfortable. I know, I am. Look at this. It's so good. We've got plenty more on today's extended play.
X-Play.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
All in the inflection.
Coming up, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Ravenshield, plus the adventures of Adam Sessler, SWAT Commando. Once again, here's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back. Now, Morgan, I'm all flushed, but how was your first commercial break?
It was not as good as the one we had on the screensavers.
What did you do there?
We had masseuses, and they would come out and give people just a little rub down during the break.
Really? There's a guy who poked me with a stick at Mexico. Here, I can't even get a Diet Coke.
It really all depends on how you ask.
Can I have a sip? All right. Back to the business of the show. Squad-based action games are often referred to as the thinking man's first-person shooter, which means that first-person shooters are the dumb person squad-based action game. Anyway, in my mind, there's really only one company that does squad-based action, right? Ubisoft.
There you go.
Ubisoft. Well, they've happily graced us with another offering, Rainbow Six Ravenshield.
Only one defense stands between the world and all the forces that threaten it. Rainbow. An international task force dedicated to combating terrorism wherever it arises.
It's Tom Clancy's world. We just live in it. And die in it. And die in it. And die in it.
Eliminated.
Yes, it's time to return to the wonderful world of squad-based tactical shooters. And nobody does tactical shooters like Tom Clancy. This time it's the 3rd chapter in the Rainbow Six series, Ravenshield. If you're unfamiliar with the way things work in Tommy Boy's universe, let me give you a few pointers. First off, don't do this. Or this.
Mission failed.
And definitely not this.
Friendly fire.
In Ravenshield, it's not the size of your gun that matters, it's the brains behind it. The rule of thumb is 1 shot, 1 kill.
Contact. Threat neutralized.
1 shot, 1 kill.
Threat down.
Of course, you can die just as easily. So, for God's sake, be careful out there.
Mission failed. Your team was wiped out.
Levels are strewn with nice little hidey holes, which makes sneaking up on unsuspecting terrorists a bit easier, but also gives said terrorists ample opportunity to ambush your ass.
Threat neutralized.
The levels are a welcome departure from the typical Balkan and/or Middle Eastern types that we've seen all too often. Starting off in Switzerland, you head over to South America with a brief layover in the sunny Cayman Islands. Good luck getting a tan in that outfit, though.
Come on, you've got to get up.
Of plot is typically thin and generally murky.
Both Intel and I are stumped.
Well, what do you expect from a guy who looks like the host of Robot Wars and sounds like Ringo Starr?
There's something odd about this operation.
Your arsenal is also ultra-realistic. Instead of freaky-ass goo guns and BFGs, you have an M16A2 assault rifle and MK23 pistols. One slight departure from reality, though. Zooming in with the assault rifle makes sense, but we're a little unclear as to how the pistol zooms. Maybe you're just squinting really hard. There's a reason why they call it a tactical shooter, and this is it. Before each mission, you can plot out a course for your assault in minute detail. Let's see, I'll go here and here. You guys go there, etc. It can get pretty hardcore, but once you walk down a body-strewn corridor, you'll be thanking your buddies on Team Green. Or you have the option to just run in guns a-blazing. If your idea of a good use of brains in a shooter is as wall decoration, Ravenshield may not be your game. But if you crave the challenge of intelligent combat, then this is the game for you.
Hostile down.
We give Rainbow Six Ravenshield a 4 out of 5. One last pointer. Tear gas dissipates very slowly.
Alright, so I played this one too. It's a great game, and you know I love the first-person shooters to begin with. Yeah, the little squad-based action, it really brings a little more challenge to the game. Plus, being commando, you know, cat suits, cuddling with guys named Hondo, laser scopes. I mean, what don't you love about that?
No, I love guys named Hondo. So actually, the very friendly people over at Ubisoft gave us a chance to actually dress up and play SWAT with actual SWAT people. It's not as easy as it looks.
Did you shoot anyone?
It was dark. I don't know.
Huh.
Rainbow Six Ravenshield puts you through some tough missions. Yep, that keeps happening. So I figured I needed more training than the game can provide. I accepted Ubisoft's invitation to come down to a launch event and play through a level of the game in real life. They modeled one of the levels after an actual old building at the Presidio in San Francisco. Our night started with training from actual SWAT team members.
Low to the ground. You're almost erect, but you're less down low. And when you walk, it's going to be heel toe. You heel out in front of your stop, stand up, step. Step. It's a little uncomfortable. Freeze. You two guys, perfect. Where are you going? Stay with your partner. No, stay with your partner. Step. Step. Perfect.
After spending plenty of time walking around like a duck, I knew I was ready to suit up and get my hands on the gun.
Whose finger's on the trigger?
Oh, it's a natural thing.
Okay, so maybe I needed more training.
You're a politically suspect, I can tell.
Soon enough, it was time to spring into action, and we all piled into our sweet limo for the mission. I was obviously teamed up with the best.
How do I do this?
This is what I've been training for after all those years of playing Tom Clancy games. I was ready.
Hey, guys, look at that.
I wonder where we get help.
Hey, guys, can you just step there for a second? Take a week. Whoa, wrong room.
Any save points around here?
This is the ammo. Not bad.
We eventually subdued the terrorists. Or so we thought.
That was so... Are you okay? Whoa. Oh, gosh. Oh, yes.
Poor Celso, the cameraman.
How's it going, man? Swelling gone down? Classic.
Next, letting baseball go to your head. Our review of MLB Slugfest 2004. And head to techtv.com/xplay for behind-the-scenes action, video, and full reviews.
So, Adam, are you a big baseball fan?
Well, that game's played outdoors, so no.
Well, it can be, but it doesn't have to be. Our next title, if you get your hands on it, I guarantee you're not going to be leaving the house for quite some time.
Perfect.
It's the aptly named MLB Slugfest 2004. If your idea of baseball is a lazy afternoon, catching some rays, swilling cheap beer, and scarfing $10 hot dogs, you've got it wrong. MLB Slugfest 2004 is a whole new ball game.
On to left field.
Finally, the jackasses out there have a baseball game where they're actually rewarded for playing dirty. Forget about all the crotch scratching and tobacco spitting. Where the player can get beamed on every pitch.
Oh, he just took a shot there, Jimmy.
There's no time for that junk.
Winds up. Oh, hit him.
By beating batters, you can send them to the house that Kane built, putting them into a big-time batting slump. Now this gives you a decisive edge. Just don't get carried away. Go headhunting after the wrong guy, and there could be hell to pay.
Okay, you made your point. Now, can we please get back to baseball, folks?
And when we say hell, we mean it.
This pitcher is 1 point quicker.
What a hottie. The players will catch on fire, not only making them extra nasty, but giving them superpowers. Not to be outdone, pitchers have a host of insane throws in their arsenal.
Joseph, take this strike, 0-1.
Turbo is a big part of the game, no matter what position you're playing. It'll help you jump higher or run faster.
It does! Touch them all! It's a home run!
Making inside-the-park home runs entirely possible.
They'll play at home, and Bergeron scores to put his team ahead.
It also causes fielders to drop the ball if you slide hard enough. Finish him! Of course, the fielders also have their chance to spit some tobacco juice in your eye. The big drawback is that Slugfest 2004 is about as shallow as The Bachelorette. From the game mode to the gameplay, there's just not much to it. If you've got some friends to play with, Slugfest is incredibly addictive at first. But a few weeks into the season, you'll be ready for next year's outing, just like a Brewers fan.
Oh no, we suck again.
So what do we really think? Well, like Cork's back, Slugfest 2004 brings excitement to a sport that some believe is dying a slow, painful death. Hey, it's also pretty fun for the pyromaniacs and the sadists out there. For this, we give it a 4 out of 5.
Well, there's a game. Looks like it was designed by prison inmates.
That's why it's so fun.
Good. Well, stick around.
Coming up, war is hell, especially if you don't know what you're doing in Battlefield 1942.
Welcome back to X-Play. Got it. Okay.
Great. You're a genius.
Battlefield 1942. I love it. I play it a lot, but there are a few of you out there who don't seem to quite get the message. And I want all of you to get the hell out. We play a lot of Battlefield 1942. A lot of it. And we're starting to notice some disturbing trends. So there's some certain folks out there that we'd like to have a chat with. You know who you are.
Position secured.
First and foremost, some of you seem a little unclear about how to actually play the game. To win, you need to control flags. Flags are a control point. If your team doesn't have any control points, you die.
We lost contact with an
Flags. All together now. Flags. Now you got it. Flags are your sweet master. You need to go around and get as many flags as you can and not stand around doing something stupid. For instance, plane camping. Every time I play a match, a good third of my team is out there on the airfield waiting for another plane to pop up. There's more to this game than just justifying that purchase of a flight stick. Flags. All together now. Flags. Come on, troops. Go out there. Do some fighting. And I promise you, I will sit in this anti-aircraft gun and blow up the planes as they spawn until someone goes and gets me a flag. Now. So let's not forget, this is the team game. There's no you in team. So, if you're an engineer and someone has a broken tank, fix the tank. And if you're a medic and someone's crying out for healing, go and heal them. Come on, let's plan some strategy. Get a small squad together here and there. Because 4 of you acting together can easily steamroll over 12 idiots who are running around acting like they're Arnold Schwarzenegger. And so important, when friendly fire's on and a teammate accidentally kills you, let it go. Because when you kill him in revenge and you lose points for the team, that makes me want to kill you.
Ow! What's that? Don't shoot!
Fellow Battlefield players, grab a flag and come together. Heed my words and we can achieve the holy grail of online gaming. An idiot-free multiplayer experience. I mean it.
You know, I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of a team-based game.
You?
No, because I don't play shooters to make friends. I play them to shoot things.
All right, okay, but we still make a good team, right?
I might think about keeping you around.
All right, can I have a coach?
No.
Okay. All right, that's next play for tonight. Catch us tomorrow night.
We're here every night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.